Alright, YouTube, this is Moria17. Welcome back to another Let's Play KSP. This is career mode, and we are on episode 5. And I decided to build us a Airbus 300s, Kerbal Spacelines Airbus 300. This is designed for, of course, getting Kerbals into space, but also so that we can bring a tourist into space. We took Bob and I took Bill into space. And so I'm going to make Morius there the guy, and let's go out and let's get us a contract. I tested it, ran it up into space, did an orbit, came back, said, okay, works great. So let's grab us a contract. And I don't need to right-click it, I need to left-click it. So let's look at Tourism Plus. Let's kick off our thing, and we need to help Tito Kerman. He wants to go orbit and to get above 75,000. He wants to do it for 4 hours, and he wants to come back. Well, that we can do, buddy. Okay, so we have us a nice Airbus 300 for you to board, sir, if you'll step on in, and we're gonna go ahead and take Bob well, we could take, we're just gonna put you in there. You'll have plenty of leg room. As you can see, we run the 4 rockets. I have them staged with fuel tanks, so they'll run, then they'll fall off, then this one will run, and then we have this one here. It's absolutely way more than we need, but that's kind of what I like. I like safety, especially when you're talking about taking tourists up into space. You don't want to have them in a position where you are on the threshold. Okay, I got my orbit info ready. Morius is ready. Our pilot to the skies. We are at full throttle. We're not going to need full throttle. I'm going to back off just a little bit here. And we are going to take off. We are all set. Staging looks good. Everything else looks good. Buddy, buckle in. The first civilian headed into space. Yes, he looks very impressed. Slightly worried. We made this look like a little steely rocket machine, and it's designed to just simply float back back. Whoa! It's designed to float back down to Earth using parachutes to land. It is not designed to fly back and land. I did try and build one. I'll show you the one. Well, I won't show you. I deleted it actually, but I tried building one that I could get back and land. I don't think I have the parts available yet to really do that. And I'm not very good at building these space planes. Have not done a very good job of doing that. So I'd like to build one that I could get back and land. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe for later on. For right now, this will definitely work. I keep pushing him over here. Slow down just a little bit more. We don't need all that throttle. Our thrust to weight ratio is very high. I'd like to have my Delta V. I had new window. Let's see. It's not giving me nothing. Those cut off. All right, we'll stage them. Let's see. I would like to have my Delta V stuff. I had everything set up, and when I had a lightning strike and my computer went kaput, and in the middle of that I lost my ability. Oh, Delta V, there we go. So Delta V, there we go. Okay, so let's get rid of this now. Get rid of this. So now Delta V is back up there. So anyways, there you can see the Delta V, our thrust weight ratio is running pretty high. Now that I got that back on, that's nice. Oh, need to push on over, don't I? I'm not paying attention. This is why we have extra fuel. I was so busy looking at my windows I wasn't paying attention. Which means our path is not very good. That's okay. We'll get squared away here, buddy. Don't you worry none. We'll get this big old engine turned sideways to get it roaring, and we will circularize without much issue. I promise you that. We're going to lower our apoapsis down a little bit. Boom. What you get when you're not paying attention? Messing with Windows. But yeah, I came back after the lightning strike, and I had Delta V up and orbit up, and I haven't been able to get them back until now. So there they are. There's my info back up. It's nice to have the info. I don't like to constantly swap over to map mode and back. You know, it's much easier to be able to just look at this and say, oh, okay, there we go. We're dropping that down. That's good. Raising that up. That's good. What we want to do. Still got about 20%, maybe a little less fuel in this big engine, but then we also have the other engine there. So we will have more than enough. And voila. So he's now in orbit. Let's go ahead and kick off that engine. Yeah, man, that's a hot rod machine right there. Get pointed retrograde here, or prograde, I mean, and he is now in orbit. And then we have to, let's get rid of this. We have to stay now. Destination, what? Oh, no. Kick off space towards. Alright, so he's above 75, and then what we have to do is then, what is it, 4, yep, 4 hours, there it is. I was wondering, I'm like, where is that? I was like, what? Hey, wait a minute. So we have to fly by the moon, any vessel, unmanned, under 500, destination, the moon, vessel state, the moon, and escape a trajectory, and then come back, explore the moon. Yeah. So we'll send an unmanned ship, over there. Meanwhile, let's speed up and watch our timer click down here as we send Mr. Tito Kerman on a great ride. I am worried about having enough battery. That's going to be my one issue right now. Just having enough battery. It is draining pretty quickly. I have no way to recharge it. I should have brought a couple extra batteries on this thing. I forgot about the 4 hours you got to sit up here. Hopefully we'll be alright. We're at 3.5 hours left. Can't go any faster than this, so we're just gonna ride around. So yeah, I'd like to build us at some point here an Airbus line basically that can get into space quickly and then return to space without basically could land back on Kerbal somewhere. I think if we were to put landing gear on, what we could do is just come straight down, almost like you would on the moon. Get straight, kill off our velocity, and land. But there's also nothing wrong with parachutes and landing in water and getting recovered. They can get the full astronaut experience, as it were. So I'm good with either way. Right now, this is really great as we unlock more parts. Of course, we'll have bigger Airbuses coming up here. We can bring 10 or 20 of them at a time. Always good to do. Good money. I think we're going to run out of battery. That is not going to work for me. Still got a long way to go. Without battery, I can't turn. How would I... There's no way to kill it, because I'm using... Oh wait, you know what? I'm pretty sure this thing here has the ability to recharge my battery. Oop. Let's see here. Let's open this up. Let's give it a little bit of a burn. Let's activate the engine. Yep, there we go. We'll just increase our battery that way. Beautiful. It's not messing with our stuff too much, so don't matter if it raises the apoapsis. It's irrelevant at this point. There we go. We can actually point down a little bit if we wanted to. Beautiful. Alright, that'll be good enough. And we'll go back to speeding up. There we go. Old Tito Kerman's going to pay us a lot of money for this flight. We can do 100 times now because we're a little higher. An hour and something remaining. Still got battery now. Back down to 50. There we go. Back to 100. Speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down. Yeah, we'll grab some more battery once we do our retrograde burn to return back to Kerbal. Just over an hour left now for him. We'll be good to go. He seems to be enjoying the view. He is clapping his hands, happy as can be. Riding on a rocket ship. Gonna have to make an adjustment here. Let me see where we're at. Where are we? Let's get around to... let's just burn prograde just a little bit so that we increase our battery, because we were getting really low there. So I need to unlock the ability to put solar panels on here so I don't have to worry about this. That would be nice. Need some solar panels. Alright, that's good enough. Let's get him around and get him done. 26, 25 minutes remaining. Yeah, we're getting you an increasingly better view as we get further and further out, buddy. 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes. Here we go. Beautiful. Alright, you are done. Let us turn retrograde. And let's begin our burn to return back to Kerbal. Get you home. Periapsis. We'll drop that down to about 30,000 and we'll call it good. And that is good for me. Should have enough battery now. Let's eject. Let's eject that. And we're facing retrograde, and let's go. Let's get back home. Get Mr. Tito back on his couch, into his business, whatever it is he does. Typical Kerbal Space Airlines service. We will bring you into the sunrise so that you can experience all there is to experience. You can see the sunrise from space at the same time rocketing back to Earth. It's a beautiful thing. Let's check out his view in here. Yeah, he's not really getting to see the sunrise yet, but he will. All these flames going by. Don't hit that exit. Don't hit the latch. That would not be good for you, buddy. Alright, Tito, you are on your way back home. We thank you for flying. It's Kerbal Space Airlines. We remind you to put your seat and trays back in the upright position. Please turn off all electronics for the return. We'd hate to have the spacecraft go walk or do in the middle of the atmosphere. You would burn up and die. So it's very serious that you turn all that stuff off. Please sit up straight. Make sure your seatbelt is fastened. If you had to pee, we have provided you with access in your suit. Last snack will be served on the way down once we've entered the atmosphere and stabilized. Please take your air sickness pill now. There's a good chance that we will spin quite heavily once we are closer to land. Oh, there we go. Gonna land out in the ocean. Beautiful. It will be a water landing. In case of water entering the capsule, please inflate your life vest. Exit the vehicle immediately using the exit to the rear. Simply move the hatch and pop out. Do not attempt to do that unless ordered otherwise. Alright. Old Morris is up there thinking, you know what, we need a separation thing in here and another heat shield and some extra parachutes, so if something goes wrong I can kick the crew out or the passengers out and save myself. That crew crab's getting a little warm in there. We'll take a look at old Morris inside the cockpit. Looking good. Yeah. Lights are going good. Got some flames going by. Caution, do not open in flight. That's to be a bad thing. It's a good warning right there. Got the red eject button. Eject, eject. Everything's going not so good. Alright, Morris is doing a great job. We head towards our water landing now. Let's go ahead and speed up. There we go, we're out of the atmosphere. Or into the atmosphere, I should say, out of the burning effects. Now, it's funny, as soon as we hit solid air, it begins to turn differently. It doesn't want to quite... Well, I don't think we're going to quite make the water, are we? I think we're going to hit land here. Yeah, we're going to be close. Going to be close. Alright, we will deploy our parachutes now. All passengers, freeze, brace. I think we're going to be right. Boy, that's going to be close, huh? Right by the beach. Perfect. Just in case something goes wrong, they can just send a boat out to get us. Okay. At 1,000 feet, prepare for a jolt. 1,000 meters. There we go. A little jolt. And we shall now float safely back home. You can check out, got a great view now. Look at that. Oh, the water down below. There's the beach, you know, some bathers out there. What a great view. Old Morris's view is not quite the same anymore. Now he's just looking up at parachutes. You can look out and see. That's a good view. Yeah, you can look out and see just fine. You've got a little view down there because the hatch appears to be open for some reason. He opened up the hatch. Do you see that? Look, he opened the hatch. I guess he wanted some air. The hatch is open. That is strange. Is it? No, it's not open. He surely, in the inside there, has opened it to get some air. I can't blame him. Probably got a little hot. Old Morris. He's funny. Alright, down we go. 200 feet. Tito returning. He's clapping in the back. Yes, indeed. Don't forget to tip your pilot. Tito says, yeah, don't eat yellow snow. Nice, gentle return. At a gentle 5.6 meters per second. Into the water we go. Boom. A little bit of a jolt. Everything will be just fine. Any science? Oh, we can get a crew report here? Yeah. Excuse me, sir. Hold on just one moment, please. EVA report. Get us a little surface sample. And we shall board. Okay. Let's head home. Successful tourist flight. Can't beat that in any form or fashion. And then we need us an unmanned probe and send it out. Yes, we gained 20 science. Thank you very much. What do I need to unlock to get, let's see here. We're going to need some more of this miniaturation stuff. Could use these navigation cores. But what I really need, yeah, I need some of this, these solar panels. Don't need this stuff. I need solar panels. Most assuredly. Need some solar panels. Could use all this too. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. This is another hitchhiker. Holds 4, but it's heavy. Alright. So, we need to build us, let's get to the next morning. We need to build us another unmanned probe to get to the moon. So, thank you, Tito, for your generous contribution to our space program. Yeah, 160,000. Thank you. We have probe already. Yes, no, we really don't have the probe built. So, let's build a new rocket, and we're going to use the Sputnik as our control thing here. And let's put a reaction wheel on this thing. And let's use, could use the fuselage, but the girder going down. Put 2 of them. Then let's put an antenna on this thing. Facing not that way, not that way. Yeah, we'll go that way. Then, so we can send back information. Let's put our science pods on here. Let's put them there and put that there. I like that idea. We're going to have to move this antenna now. That's not going to work that way. It's all smashed in there. We could put it on the side, right? Yeah, let's put it over here on the side. And You know what? Let's just make it look good. Let's put 2. Voila. So we have all of our science stuff in there. What we don't have is batteries. I would like to put some batteries in here. So let's grab this and let's put 4 batteries right about there. And then let's do the same thing here. Only let's flip them. There we go. And we'll put them there. There we go. So there's some good looking stuff. And I don't have any... Man, I wish I had a way to generate electricity, but I don't. I don't. You know, instead of putting this other one, I could put... Nah, that's right. Don't have the ability. Now, do I have to return this thing? Return to Kerbal from a flyby. So I do have to return. So if I'm going to send an unmanned vessel, this one has to be unmanned. This one doesn't. So we could save that mission. This one says unmanned, vessel state, destination the moon, altitude below the 500,000, vessel state, destination the moon, situation, escape, trajectory. Flyby. So we do the flyby before we circleize. We'll be in that position, get that contract fulfilled, then circleize it and leave it there. The problem is without a relay, it's not going to help us any. We at least could send science from around the moon and just leave it in orbit around the moon. So I think that's what we'll do. Yep. And we won't do the other mission right now, the one where we have to return. We won't return this one. Okay. So now I need, let's see, payload. I have a shroud, yep. Let's go there. Oh, I did that wrong, didn't I? Go there. Okay, and let's see here. Edit fairing, here we go. It'll just go straight up and straight up. How are we looking there? Yeah, straight up. Whoa! And then while, whoa, come on, finish. There. Alright, that will work just fine. Okay, so we got our fairing in place, and now, did I save a lifter body? No, but I have my Mercury base. Will that do it? No, I don't need the Mercury base. Alright, so we need to make us a straight up lifter body. So let's do that. Fuel tank. Go here. This will get us... Probably don't need that much. That's a lot. Let me think here. All I want to do right now is build the part that will get us to the moon. Let me think here. I don't want to add like this gigantic amount of fuel. We'll do this one. And it's still a big amount of fuel. What about this? We could do that one. 720. Oh, it's huge compared to this. No, we'll just go with this. And then we'll stick our poodle. And we need a decoupler. There's probably more than I'm going to need to get circularized and all that stuff, but you know, I'm one for wanting to have extra. I like extra. All right. Now, instead of using boosters, which I don't mind doing, I think what I'm going to do, 2,600 fuel. That's a good amount of fuel. Could do that. That would definitely get me quite a ways up there, wouldn't it? I don't need to worry about it burning up or getting too fast. It'll be just fine. So let's put our, what am I using for? Wingettes or winglets? I can't remember what I'm using. I'm using these, yeah. So let's put our 3, my standard 3, and then I'm going to put couplings. 1, 2, 3. Right, that's center to that, yeah. And let's, I guess we could try it with the boosters. Definitely probably wouldn't hurt to try it with the boosters. That's on there, yes, 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 okay. Then we'll put these little nose cones up here. So that would give us 3 boosters going off. Then they would kick off. It would give us 1,600. Only gives us 33. I need to put more fuel on here. I would think more fuel in order to effectively get it over 35. That's going to be, man, that's close. First we have 69 total. That thing can help get us burned. The poodle can help get us burned into circularization, but we do have to get to the moon, slow down. So I don't know. That's one thing about these solid rocket boosters that I don't like. Let's see here. That wouldn't do too bad. We'll just have to get up, get turned. Gonna have to turn with these solid rocket boosters, or we are not gonna do worth a darn. Okay, so let's put there we go. 53,000 for this isn't too bad. 3 rockets, they kick off. Then he kicks in, or should he kick in during? No, I think I'm gonna have him then kick in afterwards. Then that goes, then that, then that. Okay. Yeah, let's try it. Let's go with let's call these satellites Orions. So Orion 1. We'll save that. Let's try it. Again, I'm not a huge fan. I don't do well with solid rocket boosters when you take off, but we'll give it a whirl. I much prefer to put a couple fuel tanks on and engines and stage and so forth, but why not, right? Alright, so we are going, oh that's right, I didn't put a control module on here, or MechJeb. Okay, no, yeah, I need to put a control thing on here, so let's get in here. Let's put a control panel. Right, that allows us to control, I don't remember. Okay, and let's put a MechJeb over here. There we go. And we do have a reaction wheel on here. Yep. So we have that. That should do it. Save. And if I don't have stability control, that's okay. I can always, well, I mean, that's not really actually true. Without it, I'm not going to be able to do my gravity turn. Okay. And the fairing will help protect, as we go up, so. I don't have, can't engage SAS. Okay, we'll try and do it without it. It's going to be very hard to do it without it. Here we go. We have to make very, very tiny movements. Oh, I didn't, I didn't auto strut stuff. What is it? Why is it, I thought that's what that was for. MechJeb isn't for that. Keysma, not to be confused with much larger, higher torque. And mission's way to go. Will cease to function if the power runs out. The built-in battery should keep it going for about 10 minutes. More receivers and relay. Well, maybe I could just maybe put that on the top. Put that there. Oop. We take this off and put this here. It's gonna say, hey, you don't have any control, and you say, yeah, I know. Just put that there. Oop, I just put it in the middle. Come here. Okay, and then let's put this here. They're looking alright. Bearing's a little messed up, but that's alright. Now we should have SAS. Alright, let's try this again. This is why I need to unlock some more stuff. We're working on it. We're working on it. Slow but sure. This is going to get us quite a bit of science here. Once we get up there. Yeah, it looks a little funny, but that's alright. Alright, SAS. Full throttle. Everything else is set. And I did not. Man. I was so worried about that I didn't auto-strut everything. I don't know about you. Do you guys run into these issues where you're constantly forgetting to do stuff? I know I do. I constantly forget to do these little things that make rocket flight successful. And it is important. I just got to say, it's very important to do these sorts of things. There. Okay, saved. Let's go again. Flight attempt number 27. Those were all simulators. See, we put it in the simulator to test before we put it on the launch pad, and yep, sure. Away we go. Liftoff of Orion. Headed up into moon orbit. Looking good. Good kickoff, good flight. I think we got plenty of fuel once we get these boosters kicked off. We're going to start rolling these boosters over. I'll start being a little aggressive with it. I needed to start pushing 2,000, 3,000. We really need this to start pushing. And you just start moving it. There we go, there we go. Looking good. It's okay if I'm a little off of my 90-degree mark. I'm alright with that. We need to really start moving over now. We're at 9,000, 18,000 apoapsis. I'm okay with the effects. I want it at 45 degrees. Go. Push up just a little bit. Come on. Nope. Don't roll. Don't roll. Get over there to 45. Kick those off. Away we go. It's going to give us a little bit more control than we had before. 37,000. Through the worst of the atmosphere. Hang out here around 25% to 30%. Beautiful. Kick it into high gear and away we go to the moon. We should be able to make it no problem. $49,000. Moving along good. See, we're stretching out that apoapsis, our curve, very well. That's what we want to do. Probably come back up to about 40,000 now. Really push this up. I want to save at least half this fuel. And we coming up on main engine cutoff. Nico. Beautiful. Great launch. Those solid rocket boosters worked well that time. No complaints. None whatsoever. Okay. We have a minute and a half. We'll get to under a minute. Point our nose down a little bit. We are going to circularize. If we do this right, we might even have a little bit of fuel left in our main engine, which is glowing hot red there, to begin our burn to the moon. The problem with that is when you set that burn to start heading towards the moon, what happens is when this cuts off and the smaller engine kicks in, it messes up your burn. So it doesn't work all that well to do. Alright, slowly, there we go. I want to set that just about. Let's raise up just a little bit on the nose. There we go. Kind of bounce it up and down, that's fine. Periapsis is, we're closing in on it, but not a whole lot. We are circularizing very well. Barely raising our apoapsis, that's good. We can go ahead and get rid of our fairing if we want to now, so let's deploy that. Boom. Should have plenty of battery charge. Yep, 1311. Alright, we need to nose down just a little bit. Nose down again. And we're going to have just enough to get into orbit, and that'll be that. Alright, that's good. We're going to go ahead and kick off this fuel stage because there's really no need to have it anymore. And we will activate our engine. There we go. Okay, so where is the moon? This is the first time we're going to the moon. We'll set that as a target. And we are here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around to here and then we'll readjust. Let's warp here. What you want to do is you want to set it so basically as the moon comes over the horizon, as you orbit the Earth or Kerbal, In other words, about where you can just start to see the moon is where you want to start your maneuver. So we're going to put that about right there. We're going to add maneuver. We're going to, of course, burn prograde because we're headed to the moon. So we have to pick up speed, and there we go. We're going to come in at this angle, which will speed us up. We'll be on a trajectory out. We can get our science. We'll focus view here real quick. And we need to actually slow ourselves down just a little bit, I think, right? Yep, there we go. And I don't want a really close orbit around the moon. We'll go about, it said under 500, so that's fine. We want to go somewhere around in there. That's fine. And it says our burn will be in 31 seconds. And I don't have maneuver planner unlocked yet, do I? No, I do not. Let's look at custom window. Don't have maneuver planner, or where it'll actually execute. So we're gonna have to do this manually. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go back and we will point towards our target. So you follow the blue arrow. Our target's going to be over by basically prograde. So we're going to follow that over. And what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to tell it hit prograde, and we're going to get closer. So let's quick save. It'll go back. There we go. We'll quick save, and then we will get closer. Now, okay, so estimated burn, say, is 31 seconds. So you want to start this about 15 seconds to go. So you got 15 seconds on one side of the burn, 15 seconds on the other side of the burn. So let's now get closer to our burn. We are 35 seconds away. We'll get a little bit closer on the speed. All right, 35. We'll line this up. We're going to quick save. You can see the moon is just starting to come over the horizon. That's where we want it. So at 15 seconds to go, 16 seconds to go, we're going to kick on the throttle. Here we go. Ready? And 3, 2, 1. Kick off. And then we will stop our burn. It picked up the amount of burn we're going to use, so we're actually going to burn long. It's alright. The thing is to watch where we're actually going, to where we're going to be. And we can always adjust as we get down the road. We're going to do this from space so I can see what we're doing. Pull this back up. It says we have 18 seconds left. Plenty of fuel. Let's put this up. Plenty of fuel to go. Our target's actually up a little bit, but that's fine. And let's stop. Okay, so it's telling us that's where we're going to be. We're going to go with that for now and say we are good to go. We'll get rid of this. And so that's going to put us at 152,000. That is fine. So let's do a quick save, and let us go, warp here. And out we will go. Take our focus back off the moon and back onto us. Some people tell you it's backspace in forums if you're asking what that is. For me, it's the tilde, in other words, the key next to the number 1 key on your keyboard will refocus you. Alright, so is there any science we can do from out here in the middle of nowhere? Yep, high over, so we're going to grab the temperature scan. We're just going to go ahead and save it for right this second. Let me go back to this view. And let's extend our antennas. Extend. And extend. And then we can transmit that data, because it's not coming back. So there we go. 7 science. Atmospheric pressure. You see electric charge is not very good, so we're going to have to burn that engine in order to keep doing this. We'll send that. 281 left. Mystery goo. And we'll send that. Transmit it, yes. So down to 190. We'll do one more temperature or mystery goo. Or no, yeah, we'll do, nope, no more. Alright, so we want to do the orbital scan, but I don't think we can do that. We're going to save that for now. So we'll save that, and then when we do our burn here in a minute to do correction, we'll get more battery, and then we can send more data. So let's go down here and warp here. It's going to give us no battery. Alright. So, what I'm going to do is go in here. I just want to kick on the engine. Oh, it won't kick on, will it? Because of no battery. So I'm going to have to reload our save back there and not send that stuff until we can burn around the moon. Just save it. I'm going to have to reload our last one. You have to bear with me here. I thought that thing would have just enough battery to get me that far, but I guess not. Alright, so we've already done our burn. Let's get out to here. See how our battery's doing. So far, so good. We'll grab the science. We'll save it. Okay, and then we won't send it. Alright, let's grab our science. So, temperature scan, save. Atmosphere, save. Mystery goo, save, save. And orbital scan, save. Okay. So, let's go ahead and create right now a maneuver, a little small maneuver. Let's view the moon, focus view. Let's burn. Let's go with prograde, and we'll just back it out just a little bit. So I have a very small little burn. There we go. How long we need to burn, we don't know. So we'll save it. Let's get over to our target. There we go. Whoa, slow down, slow down. Let's just go to retrograde, basically. Get back to retrograde. We'll do the small little burn and increase our battery some here. Alright, and we need to do it in 5 minutes, so we will move forward. It's going to be a very, 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 very small burn. Slow down. Save it. Battery does okay as long as we're not shifting the craft around. So when we're shifting the craft around, it does it. Okay, we'll do a very small burn. Here we go, ready? And that helped our battery some. We're going to get most of that once we enter the moon. We're under 500,000, and we have to do our burn to slow down. Okay, so let's go ahead and warp to there. Battery's doing not good at all. Stop, 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 stop. Stop. We're going to have to burn retrograde again. Got to, in order to get that battery back up. Okay, stop. Let's go prograde. Going to have to change now. This is going to be a pain. We need solar panels. We're about to get solar panels once we unlock all this. This is really a pain. That reaction wheel is just eating my battery. Hope I can turn it off. SAS only, pilot only. It doesn't seem to be helping any. Pilot only, and that is not helping. Everything else I could turn off. Just draining like you would not believe. About solar panels, man, we are just hurting here. Go retrograde, which is going to burn it even faster. Oh, well, now it's not doing it. Okay. Boy, we're not going to make it. Unless I cheat, we are not going to make this at all. There's just no way. It's burning our battery way too fast. Which doesn't make any sense to me. It shouldn't be burning like that. understand what is using the battery so fast. I mean, we are a long ways away. Oh, man, I don't know. Turn this off. Will that help? No, it's not helping at all. Man, that is just, I can't believe how fast that is going. It's just ridiculous. I'm going to have to keep rotating this back and forth just to even get us there. And then the rotating back and forth is eating the battery up. But I don't see, I mean, we're gaining, we're just not gaining a lot. Go back to prograde. Look how fast that thing is draining. My goodness gracious. And if I hit warp to here, it won't last not even 5 minutes. That's nothing. But when I stop, it shouldn't be burnt. Why is it burning the battery so fast while I'm not doing nothing right now? I mean, the reaction wheels I understand, but my goodness gracious. I mean, how much? How about 0? If we put 0, is that going to help at all? No. Look how fast that is draining. That don't make no sense. I think, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if that's a bug or not, because there are on occasions where I'm entering the atmosphere and it's draining so fast, it's ridiculous. Yeah, that's just, that doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever, that it's doing that. Nothing is running. There's no lights on. There's no nothing running right now. I mean, I really don't want to have to sit here and do this for forever. It's not going to do anything. And it'll take us an hour. I'm not going to sit here for an hour and do this. 2 hours. Alright, I'm going to cheat because something is something is going on. In case you don't know how to do this, you go to cheats and infinite electricity. You got to do it because I don't know what's going on. It doesn't make any sense. It should not be draining like that. And there's no reason for that to drain. There's nothing running. Let's stop. The only thing I can think is that this is using electricity. And I know it does use some electricity. Let me take the electric charge out of it. Would that help? I know using the reaction wheel burns a little bit of electricity. No, that would say stop charging it. That's only charging. I know it does use some electricity, and I know that, but it doesn't use that much. It doesn't make any sense to me why it's doing that. An hour and something until we burn. The burn will be very small. Let's get down to the burn here. It's basically going to be just a retrograde burn. That just doesn't make any sense, though. You know, we fulfilled the contract, which, you know, that's fine. It doesn't make any sense why it's doing what it's doing, though. It's kind of weird. I don't need to hit a target. I just need to go retrograde at this point. Oh, we went past that, huh? That's fine. Let's just burn retrograde. Prograde. So now it's not turning. Pilot only. So the only reaction wheel now that's working is that middle one. Let's just get the retrograde and burn. There we go. So it's floating now, and that's fine. I'm going to warp to here, and then burn prograde. Just increase my orbit just a little bit. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it would be burning so much. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm not going to use cheat to get the science, just to get that thing here. So let's pop that back off and see if it fixed it. Sometimes there's a bug where see? So the cheat's off, and well, it's going down, but it's not like rocketing down like it was before. Because nothing's on, and nothing's doing anything. So now if I made some burns, I could technically, so the facing prograde right now, let's burn. We can watch it go up. Let's get us a high moon orbit, that's fine. And then warp over to here and see how bad this drain. Oh no, it's draining really bad. There it goes, it's done. I'll be darned. Huh. Well, I can't understand what is draining the charge on that so much, but we did finish that contract. That's just silly to me. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a manned flight. We've got to find a way to get some more science so that we can unlock some solar panels. Without solar panels, it's really hard to do anything out in space. So I will go and build us a little run around and get some science around KSP or KSC and all that stuff. But until then, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and we will talk to you later.